Well, it is a fight for our way of life. That's how Manchester Police Chief Nick Willard is describing the heroin epidemic that's gripping the city and the state.
But Willard also says the call for help is largely falling on deaf ears, and until state leaders respond to the public health and safety crisis, he is going to talk as long or as loud as he has to. You can't walk the streets of Manchester without finding someone who has been touched by the problem.
My best friend almost died a week ago.
I've had a number of friends that have unfortunately become addicted.
A friend of mine in February died of an overdose.
I am here on the behalf of the citizens of Manchester because they need help.
On the job less than a month, Manchester Police Chief Nick Willard has no problem stepping on toes, even stomping on them if he has to, because as far as he can tell, no one at the state level seems to understand that his city is at the epicenter of an addiction crisis that is killing people and creating a tidal wave of related crimes.
I'm up to my eyes in the heroin addiction. I have called for action. What that action looks like, I don't know, because no one has come to me to tell me that they hear my plea.
This is a huge problem, and we have a ton of addicts out there.
On Close Up, airing Sunday, we meet Jack Wozmak, titled The New Hampshire Drug Czar. It's his job to coordinate the state's effort in the war on heroin.
I think we're beginning to structure what I'll say is an appropriate, proper response to the crisis.
I don't need to be educated about the drug issue. If anything, I can offer that education.
That's why after a 22-kilo seizure of heroin recently, Willard was baffled as to why he didn't hear from the drug czar or anyone else in Concord. And at this point, the chief says he'll be as vocal as he needs to be to get attention.
The citizens of Manchester deserve a chief of police who is going to do everything he can to fight to make his city better. And if it upsets people in the political realm and in any other realm, then so be it.
Well, in response to Chief Willard's call, Governor Hassan's office did release a statement calling substance abuse the most pressing public health and safety challenge facing our state, and Governor Hassan is working to address this challenge. Going on in the statement to say, in terms of the budget, the single most important step we can take is to continue our bipartisan health care expansion and utilize those funds to help individuals access treatment. That money under Medicaid expansion is in limbo, though, as lawmakers are at a stalemate over the budget following the governor's veto on what she called an unbalanced Republican plan.